gon' test me like on that with Johnny. And ain't talking games like everything look for them drop. They going.
Back in week 13.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from Atlanta. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Caught on the right side by Adams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. This goes out wide from Mixon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Derek Brown coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And the throw there going to get incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. From the 17, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 12 of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Holder throws this on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Kaepernick. To Mixon on the check down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side, a completion is tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He hits Adams, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick again. Fighting to stay upright. And this one taken in by Cephas. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Kaepernick now to throw. Open man here is Kaepernick. Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either. That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give for Taylor running right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jackson picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw is Kaepernick. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Again, it's Kaepernick. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Again, it's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Rosa's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and they come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And here's Freiermuth again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It moves to second and 10.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Rosa's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. To Mixon on the check down. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Azeez Ojulari. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Mahomes. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's all good.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Mixon. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Kaepernick now to throw. And this one taken in by Cephas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
First down.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Second and 4.
To throw is Kaepernick. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Kaepernick now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kaepernick to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Alex Highsmith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Come on now.
To throw, Kaepernick. Touchdown! Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them. But we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Davis. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got his tight end, Freiermuth, right side. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up second and 9.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Buccaneers, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as